Hey everyone, it's Tuesday, April 25th, 2017, and it's time to go to work on music. It's been a great day so far. I'm feeling good and ready to have an awesome session. So, we're going to do a little bit of online classwork, gonna hit some guitar work today. I'll talk you guys through that, and then just getting back in, working on this track, trying to sketch out the next part of the arrangement here. So, let's do it. All right, really good session. I got super tired partway through that session. I just was like, I don't know, man, just feeling low energy, losing some steam. I don't know what it was, but just feeling the resistance, man. But overall, great session. I learned a little bit more about MIDI sequencing and about using envelopes to change between sequencer patterns, which is pretty cool if you're programming drums and you don't just want the same drum loop over and over and over again throughout the track. You can automate the software so that it changes patterns randomly or according to different parameters, or you can just like manually change it, which is really interesting. Then I was doing a little more research on Finger 11, just reading the Wikipedia article, sort of reading about their journey. I guess they started the band in like 1990, and then things weren't really popping off for them until like 2006 or something like that, I want to say, maybe. So like a 10-15 year gestation period there, which is pretty common for rock bands, actually. Around 10-year gestation period from when they began to when things start really going off is actually pretty typical. So um, that's always interesting. And then I was doing some guitar work, just working on some major chord exercises, just getting used to just trying to master moving back and forth between those essential major chords. Just working on the basics, always working on the fundamentals. Um, then I was then I just took a break. I was reading a little bit about how when you're using spot mics in an array like you would with a drum set where you have like two overheads and then you have a mic on the snare, because bleed is a big problem with the individual instrument mics. You often wind up miking from weird angles that give you like a weird timbre, and so if you bring that mic up in the mix, it might end up upsetting the balance that you had from the array mics, like the big picture mics. So usually the best way to tackle that is through acoustic treatment, instead of like trying to mess around with software on the back end, which really just brings me back to what I was talking about yesterday, which is really all about it's really all about just getting it to sound good from the source. That's really the key, and then everything else, makes everything else way easier down the line. So that's always interesting to be reminded of that. Then I went back and listened back to the bass takes I did yesterday, and one of them that I didn't really think was a keeper take, it was just like a middle take somewhere, ended up being really, really good. So that's always a great surprise. So I put that in there, and I even put some effects on it, and it just sounded worse. So I think I'm really getting better at that idea that I was just talking about, which is so awesome, and it just kind of hit me right there as I was saying it, like getting things to sound right from the beginning. It's man, that's like a deep thing, guys. That's like a really deep thing. So more on that to come. But yeah, I'm excited about the direction this track is headed. I was just editing that into the existing parts that I have, and then playing around with some horn sounds and thinking about how I might want the track to start. And it's cool, man. It's really coming together. I'm like, it's starting to develop into a song, just not just like an idea, so, or a group of ideas. So I'm excited to continue with that. Today's session was definitely a little shorter than I would have liked it to be, but I was, really feeling the burn, so it's all good. And I'll be back at it tomorrow. I hope you guys are out there grinding towards your goals, staying inspired, enjoying the process, having fun as much as you possibly can, and just enjoying the ride, guys. It's it's really all good. So let me know if you guys have any questions or thoughts, suggestions, comments, etc. on what I'm working on, what I'm talking about, and I'll check in with you guys tomorrow. Till then.